for so long the two kingdoms were merging. You've got to realize our confessions written in the 16th century are hugely two kingdom overlapped. And we read them 500 years later almost, and we're reading them from this vantage point when they're written this way, and there's just some confusion that emerges. They were thoroughly on top of one another, even though Luther is the one who understood the two kingdoms and really introduced it. They were so infused. And so we've sort of taken for granted the worldview in which we lived. And while Luther operated with it, we Lutherans tend to be the one church that's really championed this as a way to untangle a lot of things. I think more and more writing needs to be done, because as I'm hearing, this is a good way to recover our posture in a post-church society, and know that being a good citizen is probably one of the biggest doors of being a Christian servant, and not just, oh, I'm a good citizen, that's how I am a Christian servant. As a good citizen, in my vocation as a forgiven sinner, I now have opportunities to bring forgiveness and the restoring grace of God to bear on broken situations. So it's an avenue by which I actually speak the gospel.
And let me just say this, what Two Kingdom finally does for us as Christians is we don't expect left-hand kingdom things to solve the big problems of the world. We just don't. We know the cross and the resurrection is that solution, in a community built around that. And so while we are good citizens, we always have this kind of like lesser of two evils view. We got to be good citizens. We want to try to, if 65 miles an hour is a better speed than 55 miles an hour, we'll listen to arguments about that, and we'll try to vote it and do the best we can to make sure it's safe to drive. But the big questions of life are never going to be answered in the left-hand kingdom. That is finally what animates us as God's people. So we move out in confidence in this world that thinks left-hand kingdom stuff's going to solve it. There are people out there who believe they're going to solve it by being citizens, by being utopian, humanity, doing it all right. Here comes the church saying, no, it's Jesus Christ and Christ crucified. So just know that that's what gives us even confidence as we move out into this left-hand kingdom world.